Hi, Malamite here, and we're going to take a look today at the Super Clodbuster Black Edition. Now, I'm not going to do like a build video per se, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the parts and see what might be different. After I build it, we'll skip to that point, and then I'll discuss maybe if something else was different too, and we'll compare it to the Super Clodbuster here. Now this is actually a Super Clodbuster that I had been replacing some of the blue parts with red parts, and I've actually got original red shocks to continue to swap over, and the braces and stuff. But it's really cool that this particular one here actually comes with the red plastics. Let's go ahead and take a look. First of all, this kit does include Type 540 motors, 2 of them, just brushed can motors. And it also has the electronic speed controller for both motors. So it's one speed controller that runs both motors. You do have to buy the radio, you have to buy a steering servo, and battery charger, stuff like that. So here are the instructions, and it basically looks like this is the instruction manual for just, you know, the regular Super Clodbuster. Not a big deal, you know. And yeah. So there you go. Tires are the same. They're gigantic. These are, you know, just to mention a little something about the tires. On this particular truck here, I went ahead and bought some original tires and original rims. Now these tires are actually softer than these tires. Not by much, but they are a little bit softer. Anyway, there you have it. These, I should point out, that these tires on the Trailfinder 2 here are the tires and rims that actually came with this truck, the Super Clodbuster. I've been swapping stuff around, right? So these are the rims, the chrome rims, and these are the tires that came with this Super Clodbuster here. All right, so, yeah, I just banked that. Oh well. All right, so the plastic parts, okay, you have the front bumper, the bottom braces, the shocks, the rod ends that were blue on this truck are all red on this Black Edition. Now the color, here are actually some original shocks off of the regular Clodbuster that I had purchased a few years back. And as far as color, all right, so the color is slightly off. It's not bad, right? You can see that the older Clodbuster parts, the red parts, they're a little darker. They almost, well, I was going to say they seem to have like a little bit more brown in them, but they're just darker red. And but that's cool because I actually like the brighter color a little bit better. You know, the bright colors look good. You can see the same with the shocks here. I know you probably may not be able to see that on camera. Same thing with the shocks. The older ones are actually a little bit darker. So these newer ones are just a little bit brighter. Not much. Maybe a few shades brighter. It also seems not just lighter, but brighter. So it's not like it's just lighter. There's actually more red and less maroon, I should say, in these. They're just a brighter, more vibrant red, which is really cool. So the body, I don't know if I painted the underside of this body or not. Yeah, mostly. So the Super Clodbuster body came white. And this particular one I painted, I think they called it Blue Blood, which is weird, but it's red from House of Color. That's the color I used on that. All right, front and rear bumpers, same part. The chrome looks the same as the Super Clodbuster. The body on the Black Edition, of course, is black, which is why it's called the Black Edition. The chassis and stuff like that looks to be the same. All right, let's see. that looks to be the same chassis. I mean, I'm gonna say pretty much everything on this truck is the same, except a few color changes. And we'll get to a really cool one here in a minute. Okay, so here is the decal sheet. This isn't just silver, by the way. This is kind of almost like a foil color, right? You can see it in the light there. And then the decals, the Super Clodbuster and stuff is written in red with the grayish white gradient on it. Pretty cool. The lights, black, which would be the light covers per se. Black, red lettering, some white highlights in there, or vice versa. Red highlights, white lettering. So yeah, cool. The decal sheet actually looks really, really nice. That's gonna look fantastic. I was gonna do an actual monster truck theme on this body, kind of like I did with the 4-wheel crazy here, maybe. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and go stock, and then I'll just buy just a new shell, and I'll swap over the chrome parts, the stuff. And so I'll have, at least I'll have this stock body, because this is really cool. It does look nice. Okay. So here are the motors, a few other parts, some axle shafts, stuff like that. Motors, basically, they look like the same can motors that are in the regular Super Clodbuster. Here's part of the roll bar, which is regular chrome. All right, let's get to a really cool part that I really like. The rims. As you can see, the rims from the Super, this thing isn't quite all the way together. Whoops, there you go. Drop it on the floor. So the rims for the Super Clodbuster, of course, this isn't the Super Clodbuster, but these are off the Super Clodbuster, were just regular chrome. And these rims are black chrome, which look fantastic. I mean, they are going to look really sweet. See that black chrome there? Yeah, really cool. So it's kind of like a smoky chrome, and it really does look nice. So let me set this back down here. I'm just a mess, aren't I? Yeah, so they look really, really cool. And of course you have your tinted glass or plastic. Okay, so one of the questions I saw online, and I was still unsure of when I bought this truck, was it says something about one-piece gear cases. And so one of the questions was, are they going to have the separate tubes here where the axles go through and the steering knuckle and stuff, or is it all going to be one piece? And as you can see here, it is just like the Super Clodbuster. These are going to screw on here, so you have the separate tubes here, just like the Super Clodbuster. So really, there doesn't appear to be any significant difference between this and the Super Clodbuster, except a few of the color changes, which is really cool. And you know, that's really neat, because this truck right now, I got this truck for, I don't remember the price. I do know it was cheaper than the Super Clodbuster. And just like the Super Clodbuster, if you want to go retro style and you want to put on the blower scoop of the original Clodbuster, like I have on this one, you can. It comes with that. But it also comes with this larger air scoop that's shown on the box with the Super Clodbuster. So that's pretty cool. And of course, with this larger air scoop, you do have the top of the blower that'll stick out of the hood there. And the grill, just like the Super Clodbuster, has the very large 4x4x4, four-wheel drive, 4 wheels, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering. So yeah, black plastic tailgate, front dam in the front. You have the front of the lights, axles, drop some more stuff, part of the chassis here. So yeah, looks like it is just pretty much the same truck as the Super Clodbuster, except a few color changes. So once I have it built, we'll discuss it a little more.